What up, what up, what up? What's good, people? What is up? What is They went from the fourth level of hell and sent us down to the seventh level of hell. Why? Because then you got Kwanzaa pulling out her titties. The whore pulled out her titties. And these whore bags over here started feeling and fondling on her tits. What?
I don't have it to do with you. Girl, you can go over there, rant and rave. Girl, you can shake all your rainbow bright hair all you want, dear one. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I don't have nothing to do with you, and I'm done. Baby, you can scream my name from the rooftops from now till Jesus come back. I'm done after this.
Introduced to Tick's meat. Do you see what I see? Did y'all really hello, casting, wardrobe, y'all let him roll up out of wardrobe with these fans on, giving us all of this, thinking we were not going to see it? We have been waiting with bated breath and anticipating all season long for the slightest glimpse, and y'all just put it out there this episode in all of its magnificent glory.
Listen, that young man said, baby, you ate on this first date, you giving up the cooch on the first date, okay? Well, you gonna run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's our new theme song. That is the new song. Listen, somebody need to put a beat to that. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's what y'all got going on.
Called out Sandcastle. Sand, bitch. Ow. Oh my God, it was so funny, girl. Woo, baby, listen, let me tell you something. This shit started to turn into the precursor for some gay porn. That's what I thought it was. Because Big T is getting all, the voice starting to go deeper and get a little more wet and moist and sentimental and all this shit. And it was real gay at this point. Like, I thought the bitches was going to, I thought Lil Bird was going to turn Big T around and do him like he did Uncle Cliff and do the grease it up with City Lou and ran right in there. It's not a coincidence that Big T started off the conversation by trying to find out if Lil Bird was fucking Mercedes, which he found out he's not. It's also not a coincidence that he would start talking about prison. Why? Because the bitches was probably fucking in prison. Girl. Uncle Cliff, you better go get your man. Big T got plans for that. What he had on looked like something Big Bird vomited up or something like that. Like, I did not like it. That Big Bird couture he was going for, it did not work. Like the pastor of a gay mega church on Easter Sunday. Okay, it was way too much sequins. He had on way too much makeup. Baby, his face looked like Yana Van Zam's neckline. Okay, just way too much makeup clumped in everywhere on his face. Get it together, sweetheart. Like, you're a big girl, so that gives you a whole lot of canvas. So that was a whole lot of makeup, honey. And Rico looked like he was auditioning to be one of the three kings, or he was auditioning to be the main character on Jesus Christ Superstar. Girl, Wayne, did you have on a blue thong or a blue G-string or something? If you did, I want to see you. Hit me up in my DMs. I do want to see if you had a blue thong or a blue, jock strap or something like that. I'd love to see it. Anyway, but I liked it with the turtleneck. Now, Troy.
Hey, y'all. Ooh, just hurt myself. That hurt. What's going on, y'all? What is going on? How are you all today? What is going on? What's going on? I'm trying to figure out, y'all, what's going on. I have been all day since like early this morning trying to upload this Real Housewives of Potomac review. I've been uploading since 9 o'clock. So I deleted it like 2 or 3 times and have re-uploaded it, and we just gonna pray my strength in the Lord. I don't know what's going on with this Real Housewives of Potomac review. It just refuses to upload. In other news, in good news, our snack for today, this is my first box, and I actually ate my first one during my Potomac review. It's that time of year. Y'all know how I feel about Christmas tree cakes. This is the first box of probably quite a few dozen boxes that I'll go through this Christmas season. Judge your mama, don't judge me. Don't come around here judging me, judge your mammy. Do not judge me. Yeah. But I don't know I think it's the spirit of Beelzebub, Satana, and the Omen babies that are going against me and not allowing me to upload this review of Potomac. Mm, whatever it is, the YouTube gods are just not. They're not working with me today. They would not let me be great. Let me say hey to y'all as y'all slip in the room. What's up, Jason? What's up, bruh? Little baby. The mods are here, y'all. Understand they will. Hey, act right. The mods are here. Hey, Patty Duke Boo. Hey, ANK Universe. What's good? What is up? Tanya. Hey, Tanya, my love. It's Satana's forehead. Yep. That's ticking up. Yep. It is. Y'all know how I feel about my Christmas tree cake. Hey, Earl. What's good, bro? Cams, my love, my dog, Boo Boo. That's my boo right there. A can of that good old popcorn, but I don't like the caramel. What popcorn? I don't know which popcorn you talk about. Hey, Diamond Pearl Jim. Hey, Harold, what's good? Y'all on time for class today? Now, at this point, listen. At this point, the late bell has rang. Anybody who roll up in here after this, y'all, Mars, go ahead and let them know 500-word essay. Stop playing with me. Make sure they have my 500-word essay. If they roll up in here late after this, just tell them, direct them where to go. Just start on our 500-word essay and stop playing with us. So, y'all, the dossier today. The dossier today is kind of packed. It's kind of full. But we're gonna make it do what it do and make it happen. You know, the popcorn can with the butter, cheese flavor, and oh, I know what you're talking about. The caramel and cheese popcorn. I know exactly what you're talking about. My problem with popcorn, while I like it, I don't like the husk. And at some point during the eating process, I damn near choked to death trying to get this one random husk that gets caught way in the back of my throat. And a person like me with no gag reflex and very used to big things getting caught in the back of your good throat ain't doesn't do well with little small pieces of husk way in the back of your goddamn throat. Yeah, for some reason that doesn't do well for me. Okay. Anyway, so let's go through the dossier. Y'all know we running on borrowed time. Really B will be live before we know it. We need to hurry up and get up off of here before Really B goes live. Y'all know how she do. She come around here. She's such a bully. She be coming around here bullying me, forcing me to get off. Y'all don't blame me. Blame her. Ciao. Anyway, so y'all, we're gonna start off with a little bit of bad news. Um, I saw today, in my runnings round that Roberta Flack is not doing well. Um, Her representatives have said that she has Lou Gehrig's disease. She has ALS. Um, and, um, and she's no longer able to sing. So we are hey Fran J, you kind of late for class. They're gonna make you go over there and do that 500-word essay. They gonna get you. Oh man. But no, seriously though, Roberta Flack, killing me softly, Roberta Flack. Um One of my favorite songs by Roberta Flack is The First Time Ever I Saw Your Face. Roberta Flack, she is, she has ALS, and she's no longer able to sing. It is really taking a toll on her body, and her representatives are saying that she is 85 years old at this point. So she's lived quite an exceptional life. Um, but they did say her representatives did say that most people, most of the youngers don't even know. Like I know one of my students told me they didn't know that Killing Me Softly was not actually the young man was so ill informed. He thought Killing Me Softly was a Lauryn Hill song. And I told him actually the song you're thinking about was what's the group with Lauryn Hill, Praz, and the Fugees. There we go, the Fugees. That was the Fugees remake of Roberta Flack's Killing Me Softly. So Roberta Flack, we are upholding her in prayer, praying for her family, praying for strength as her family battle ALS and Lou Gehrig's disease. So I'm sorry that we had to start on a sad note, but that's what her representatives are saying. Yeah, she's a living legend, Miss Roberta Flack. Hey, China White, you late for class, ma'am. China White, you late for class. So yeah, so that is that. I'll give you a palate cleanser to get through that because I know that was kind of bringing us down early. This first palate cleanser is one that was supposed to make it on Saturday, and it didn't make it for whatever reason. I forgot it on Saturday. So this first one will not have the person's handle or name. Okay, Tracy ain't here yet, so she can't get mad. So this was supposed to be one of our palate cleansers for Silly Saturday, but for some reason I left it off. Hmm. You got my love. Yes, Diamond Pearl. Do you know Roberta Flack has quite a few hits? So we're praying for her and her health, continued health. Oh, China White, you say you got a hall pass? You have a written excuse? Okay. Go ahead and turn in that hall pass. Put it over here on my desk. Just put it over there on my desk, China White. Since you got a hall pass, I'll let you go ahead and slide on this 500-word essay. Go ahead and slide that hall pass over there on my desk. Just saying. She didn't have to wait and hate Retha were the big three on Atlantic back in the they were. Hey Sean Kinsey, what's good, Fi? But you're late to class. So go ahead and get started on my 500-word essay. Sean Kinsey, you late to class. Wait a minute, I need that palate cleanser one more time, y'all. One more time for that palate. This is just for us, y'all. Just for the few of us that's in here. We'll do that palate cleanser again since Tracy not here. So before Tracy Chappelle get here, we'll look at our palate cleanser again. Praise God. This is one of the ones that didn't make it on Saturday. Then it was supposed to make it. Oh, child, you can see all glory. Let me put that off before YouTube try and shut me down. You can see all glory over there. Praise God. My eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. Anyway, Diamond Pearl Jim say you forging excuses over there. You over there forging hall pass. She say she saw you in the cafeteria in the lunchroom. Right, Tanya, do Jesus and do him well. All right. Since we're in the mode of palate cleansers, praise God. Diamond Pearl Jim is ratting people out. Sean Kinsey said he got a hall pass in his backpack. Let me Sean Kinsey said he is not doing no 500-word essay. He got his hall pass. Stop playing with him. Sit the hall pass on my desk. I'll examine it later. Since we are doing palate cleanses, God, Method Man is in the news, and let me show y'all that he was on Sherry Shepherd. This is why he's in the. I should remind you, ladies, gentlemen, and non-gender conforming people, that is great, is because the women's is and men's is in Sherry Shepherd's audience stood up and gave him a standing ovation for over 3 minutes. I just want y'all to know that. but I didn't feel like y'all needed audio. Like the video was enough of a palate cleanser. So it's a couple of y'all came in there. Hey, Yana, happy birthday, Yana. Y'all put a shondo in the chat and a happy birthday in the chat for Yana. Yana, if you want to put your cash app in the chat so people can bless your soul and bless your spirit on your birthday, go ahead and do that, boo. It's your birthday. You know, we love you over here, Yana. Go ahead. Y'all put some shondos and happy birthdays in the chat for Yana. That Method Man video was just for you, Yana. I got you. Let me put the video up one more time for Yana. Just for Yana. This for you, Yana. Just for you. We gonna wait. This what I'm gonna do, Yana. Since you missed the first palate cleanser, happy birthday, Yana. There's your first palate cleanser. Take it all in, and then we gonna give you all that was Method Man on the Sherry Shepherd show. Ooh, child. I'm sorry. Let me put myself back on screen. All right, Yana. Happy birthday, boo. Happy birthday. All the birthday love. Y'all show some birthday love for our good dear friend Yana. We'll excuse you for being late to class. Hey, Nicole Stevens. So yes, y'all. So we here. Method about a good 5.5, 6 inches, maybe. It ain't a lot going on. Nice to look at. Real nice. Hey, Diva One, what's going on? Hey, E Starkey. So I'm just saying, he better have one hell of a stroke game, because the peen leaves a whole lot to be desired. But that was a Method Man, y'all. Child. Should I get my let me get my sugar spikes out the way now. Because I'm looking, the dossier is really not that big, that cram today. We don't have a lot in the dossier today, so I should be able to get through all of this. Hey really B. Now watch Really B go live in about 30 minutes in the middle of this live and be talking about, oh, I didn't even know you was live. Y'all see her, right? And she rolled up into class late. She rolling up in class late. Then gonna later be talking about, oh, I ain't even know. Child, y'all see her, right? Y'all see her. So when we go over there, y'all see what I'm talking about. Listen, friend, the stroke game might be on point. Now, listen, will you put up with 5 inches if I'm gonna show y'all one more time? It looks good, but all you got is 5. Now, Sherry Shepherd, you could tell Sherry Shepherd was all parts of, baby, you could lay me, stretch me right on out on this couch and blow my back out. You could tell, baby, the way baby, she was too much into it. But it ain't even a 6 3/4. China White, it's a hard 5.5. We don't already seen, child. See how really be is cussing me out. See how really be is cussing me out in my own chat. It ain't even thick, Patty. Dude, it ain't even a thick 5.5. It's a pencil 5.5. That's what I'm saying. Diva War say he could get up Peter to that. Child. You know, that's the new thing, Diva One. The girls are getting enhancements. You know, the women's is the girls GIRLS is getting BBLs. The GURLS is getting penis enhanced. Life rafts is if you just want to survive. But if you want to feel safe and have a good ass time, you get your ass on a cruise ship. I'm just saying. Size of the ship goes a long way. Even a bad cruise ship, I feel much safer even on a bad cruise ship than I do on a life raft. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Anyway, so, yeah. I'm sure there's a method to get me all that madness. You know what? I'm gonna save my sugar spikes. So where do I want to go next? Speaking of people with small peens, so in our next story in the dossier today, don't do cams. This what we're doing? Is this what we're doing, cams? You just coming at my good throat. God, I am not a size queen. But if I have a choice between a life raft and a cruise ship, I'm choosing the goddamn life raft every day of the week. Twice on Sunday. I'm just saying. 3 times on Wednesdays. I'm just saying. God, calling me a size queen. Child, I woke up and chose, but I see that. Child, it was cold today. It's even cold here. It is cold here. So I know it's cold up there, Cam. If I'm cold here, you are real cold up there. You see, I got on my hat today. We real cold today. Anyway, child, really be when I get to DC on Thursday, it better not be cold. It better not be cold. It better not be snowing when I get to DC on Thursday. Whatever you got to do, whatever weather gods you got to pray to, really be when I roll my ass to the DMV area, it better not be cold. If you're in the greater DMV area, we will be in the DMV area this weekend. Maybe Sunday we can hang out. Maybe because I know me and Really B we gonna go out for brunch or something. So if you're in the DMV area, hit me or Really B up and maybe you can come hang out with us for brunch on Sunday before I depart. You'll be in hot Jamaica tomorrow, child. You going down there to get your groove back. Xavier, bruh. Girl, you rolling up in my class late like this. Girl, what are we doing? Xavier, mama, sweetheart, dear one, love bug. Going on over there. Start on my good ass, Xavier. You already know. You already know. You already know, Xavier. Stop playing with me. Go ahead and get started. Mm-mm. Cha. Anyway, so we just dealt with one celebrity from the music industry with small peen. So we're gonna go from one to the next one. Mario is in the news. Yes, that Mario, who's very easy on the eyes. He looking good. He ain't missing no time in the gym either. But we done seen the peen pics of Mario too. Them peen pics came out way long time ago in the early Tumblr days. Them pics came out in the early Tumblr days when there still wasn't that many people on Tumblr. No, you can't do no 100 words. You rolled up in here this late. We have been here almost 30 minutes. You just rolling in my class, Xavier. Get your life in order. Lord, rolling up in here 30 minutes late to class. Talk about can I do 100 words? No hall pass, no nothing. Just rolled up in here, sashaying through the sashaying through the aisle of desk like girl, like you own the place. Girl, if you don't go on over there and just started with my essay, stop playing with me. Yeah, yeah. And don't be over there flirting with Harold. Coming in my class, sashaying, tooting your booty up and over there flirting with Harold and everybody in my class. We ain't having this. Going on over there and get started on my essay. Child, yeah. Right, knocking over books and shit, trying to look all cute and flirting with Harold. Get your ass over there, do my goddamn essay, Xavier, and stop playing with me. So Mario's says that critics who say he's been feeling himself too much following the versus battle against Omarion, and he's calling those people out, talking about some people love him and then don't fuck with him really behind closed doors. I wonder why. Harold, you ain't never had one of them nephews that's always trying to chum me up close to you. They be hot in the ass. That be the hot in the ass. This is the nephew. You gotta remind me. Bitch, you my family. Stop playing with me. Little nasty ass. That's Xavier. He's one of them little nasty nieces and nephews that like to be playing around. Child, let me read this for y'all because this is a mess. This is a whole mess. On Sunday afternoon, R&B singer Mario took to his Instagram story to respond to critics who have been insisting that he's been feeling himself a little too much since he appeared in a versus battle against Omarion on June 23rd. As previously reported, fans seemingly declared Mario, who's 36 years old, the winner of the battle, with some viewers claiming Omarion, who's 38. I didn't know Omarion was older than Mario. I really thought Mario was older than Omarion, but I guess I was wrong about that. Am I the only one who thought Mario was older than Omarion? Maybe because I don't know. I don't know why, but I just always thought Mario was older than Omarion. But I guess because Omarion is a whole 2 years older than Mario. Anyway, with some viewers claiming Omarion, 38 years old, struggled for the majority of his performance due to his vocals and stage presence. Addressing his naysayers, here's what he wrote on his Instagram. Quote, I'm an extreme loner. Protect your peace unapologetically. They won't understand, but you don't owe an explanation. Some people keep saying, oh, you feeling yourself since the verses. Bro, I've been in my bag. People just paying attention now, and I'm grateful to have love and attention, but there is a difference. What I can tell you about me, I'm very intentional, and I know a lot about a little bit of everything that you don't speak about. Some people love me and then don't fuck with me really behind closed doors. Some people love me out loud. Either way, all energy is doable. Laugh out loud. Practice makes precision. I don't feel human anymore. Bro. I don't even understand. I don't even know where you're going with this. I am confusion. I don't even know. I don't even know where this is coming from. The reason people probably fuck with you on the outside and not on behind closed doors is because you're real good. You're real easy on the eyes and real nice to have on my arm when we out in public. But baby, when we get in behind closed doors and in this good bedroom where you like Method Man got 4.5 to 5 inches, baby, that ain't gonna do. Baby, I need somebody that's gonna throw me from wall to wall and hit some corners that I didn't even know I had up in there. Okay, you need to be able to hit some corners. And from what we've seen of the leaked ping pics of you, Mario, you ain't hitting no corners like that, honey. That's why they'll be good to hang with you on the outside, but behind closed doors, yeah, bro, just go sit over there. I got somebody to handle this for me. Just go ahead, sit in the living room on the couch. Don't come back here to the bedroom. We got somebody to handle this for you. Don't worry about that. We ain't gonna even let you embarrass yourself. Go on in there and practice on the piano, practice it. Matter of fact, you could sing us some love songs while he back here plunging my womb and blowing my back out. That's what you could be doing. But what I don't need you to do is come back here to the back room, to the bedroom. Don't worry about it. 'Cause the whole statement, I just don't, bro. Where you, bro? What? This is where whoever you had for an English teacher and a writing teacher failed you because there's no rhyme or reason for this. There's no connecting of dots. There's no. I mean, I don't understand. I don't understand where this is coming from. We really were not checking for you. It was real cute. You had your little versus battle with Omarion. Okay, girl. Bam bam boom. Um it was cute. Okay, you can go back to you was doing your little acting stuff on Empire and stuff. You need to be checking for your next gig. You need to be checking for your next album or something like that. What we don't need you to do is pontificate and talk all of this stuff that you talking on the Insta of the grams that nobody knows anything about. Hey MBN. God. Right? Okay, that battle was like 1,000 years ago. Ain't nobody checking for you. Nobody was saying nothing about no Mario. Now you might have beat Mario in versus battle, but Mario's meat is much bigger than yours, so he's gonna beat you in the bedroom battle. I'm sorry to tell you. Omarion's meat is bigger than yours, Mario, so he's gonna beat you. You might be able to sing him under the table, but he looking like when them doors close and it's time for me to hit some notes. Omarion gonna make me hit more notes than you gonna make me hit. I'm just saying, I might have to throw you around, turn you over, and make you hit some of them notes with what you got going on over there. Let me shut up. Let me shut all the way the hell up. Hey, MBM Boom. Child. Xavier, size, listen, I'm not a size queen. Let's get that correct. But 5.5, 5.5 is not, that's not husband size. That's not boyfriend size. That is enough to probably make me look at you and be like, oh, can I get some on the side? Not good. 8, I would even stretch it too because the way my walls are set up, they tighten right. So I can stretch you out to a good 7.25, 7.5. If it have a good girth to it, that could be boyfriend size too. I can go with that. But you talk about 5, 5.5, bruh. Mm-mm. That's not. I'm a grown man. I'm a grown ass man. Now, maybe back in the day when cherries was being popped and stuff, that might have did something. Baby, I'm a grown ass man. Ask the women's is around here. Women's is around here ain't looking for no 5 inches, 5.5 inches. Women's gonna tell you, what we doing over here? I'm a grown ass woman. There's a lot going on back here. You need to step up to the table. I'll ask the people in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you're okay with 5 inches. Put a 27 in the chat if you are not okay with 5 inches from your man. We'll take a poll. While we're doing the poll, we'll do another palate cleanser. Put a 1 in the chat if you're okay with 5 inches. Put a 27 in the chat if you're not okay with 5 inches. I just want to know. Because Xavier and Cam's over here, me talk about, yeah, a good 5 inches can take you a whole lot of places. It won't be taking me a whole lot of nowhere. I'm just saying. Just saying. I'm just saying. Oh, that's pretty dark right there. That's a dark picture. So, but yeah, I really wish I came on here and I wanted y'all to explain to me where Mario got off because nobody was checking for him. Ain't nobody paying him no mind. He coming out here like the streets have been a buzz with Mario chatter. Ain't nobody checking for you. I noticed that it's a lot more 27s in this good chat than it is ones. I'm sorry, Xavier. You've been voted off the island. Well, Cam, I understand that you a whole ass top out here, and so you don't even care about meat size, and that's okay. I stand up too. You never see me have no problem standing up. Real girls do real things. You got to be so such and such tall to ride this ride. Real girls do real things. We make it happen over here. Anyway, um, all right. Where do we go next? Um, in news that y'all are probably asking for, but I really don't care about and probably won't be watching. Keisha Cole is getting a biopic on Lifetime. First of all, um, but Xavier, you young. See, when you get a few years on you and you be done experience a few things, baby, they roll up to you with a good 5 inches. You're gonna be like, stop playing with me, girl. When somebody rolling up to you in bed with 5 inches is like somebody you going out to drink and somebody handing you a Malibu for a drink. You go to the bar and they say, "Yeah, I'm finna order a drink." Then they say, "What you ordering?" Malibu. Bitch, what? Girl, I don't drink that shit. Girl, I'm looking for a drink. Oh damn, Malibu. The fuck? That's what that's like. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what that's like. You don't go to the bar to get no damn Malibu. Baby, if you don't give me this good shot of gin, this good shot of tequila, if you don't give me this Jack Daniels on the rocks, fucking around, give me no damn Malibu. Shit, the fuck? Bitch, I'm trying to get drunk. Oh, Tanya say a 5 is a Shirley Temple. Ooh, Xavier, you took the words right out of my mouth. I don't need a Keisha Cole biopic. You done played your whole life out on television already. We don't need no biopic. We already saw this in real time. And then on Lifetime, girl, girl. See, we listen. What we need a biopic on, give me a biopic on the whole that gives me the real backstory between Mario, Little Fizzle Pop, and April Jones. Give me that biopic so I can sit and laugh at that shit that I give a shit about. That shit would be classic as hell. Uh-oh, ladies and gentlemen, coming down the pole, the 30-foot pole, doing backflips and somersaults on the pole, pouring you a carafe of your favorite beverage while the carafe sits between her booty cheeks. None other than the world famous watermelon sugar. Ladies and gentlemen, watermelon sugar. I'm just saying. But yeah, Harold Brown said you might as well drink a wine cooler. Thank you, Harold Brown. Don't nobody go the 5 inches is not. You see my point now, Cams. You see my point. No, I ain't drinking no Malibu at the Malibu might be a chaser. First of all, I don't even drink Malibu, okay? Maybe when I was real young, I might have used Malibu to help sweeten some, like maybe I had some vodka and I poured some Malibu in there to make the vodka a little sweeter. You know what I'm saying? Before I put a little bit of chaser, maybe I would have did that. But my grown ass, I wish a bitch would put some vodka, some Malibu in my drink. Listen, I'll cut you out real fast. Real fast. We ain't playing them games. Fucking Malibu around here. I would rather have a DMX. That might be a good biopic. Listen, we could name 8,000 people we would rather have a biopic on. Keisha Cole ain't one of them. I mean, like I said, her whole life has already played out on screen. We'll need nothing new. We'll need nothing, girl. And then Lifetime, you know how many biopics Lifetime done fucked up? Didn't they do what about that horrible the Whitney Houston one was horrible. The Aaliyah one was horrible. What's another one they had that was horrible? They done had so many biopics. The only one that was okay was that Lifetime that did the Clark sisters biopic. They ain't gonna give you a real biopic on Mary J. Blige. Mary J. Blige ain't gonna give you all them years when she was with Casey getting beat down, getting her ass whooped. She ain't gonna give you them years when she was strung out on drugs, getting her ass beat down by Casey. She already said she's not giving you that. She's not going back down that road. She ain't gonna give you that part of her story. So the Wendy Williams biopic was eh, eh. It wasn't all that. It was real meh, you know. But y'all, I looked at that and I was like, listen, please go to Keisha Cole. What you need to be working on is working on some new music. That's what you need to be doing. You be worried about the wrong goddamn things instead of what you should be working on, which is some fucking music. We're not looking for no biopic for you. Girl, go sit down and write some music. That's what you need to go do. Okay, so it was Lifetime that did the Clock Sister. Yeah, that one was pretty good. The Mickey Howard biopic was so good. I didn't see the Mickey Howard one. I did not see the Mickey Howard one. The New Edition, but New Edition was on BET. That wasn't on Lifetime. They ain't let Lifetime fuck that up. New Edition one was that B? I think that was BET that did the New Edition one. I know it was Lifetime. So I don't. They're already in pre-production, and filming is slated to start by the end of this year. Nobody wants this. I blame Really B, because Really B watches Lifetime for all of they awful Christmas movies. Even though I think she probably watches Hallmark more than she does Lifetime. Now, let me give my sis some credit. She'll watch some Hallmark Christmas movie more than she'll watch Lifetime. But still, she going on over there to the Lifetime and watch them Christmas movies. I don't even remember the Tony Braxton one. I probably saw it, but don't remember. Love Under New Management. Oh, that was on TV1. Really B, what do you watch more, Lifetime or Hallmark for your Christmas movies? I bet you she say Hallmark because I know my sis. My sis ain't watch a Lifetime like that. She watch Hallmark more than she watch Lifetime to watch. I watched it, but I was so bored. I was more invested in the parent story. Oh, okay. Right. We don't need another Keisha Cole. We do not need another Keisha Cole. So here's a let me see what really B says. Hallmark is bad. Thank you. I know my sis. Y'all can't question me and what I know about my motherfucking sis. My sis says she watched the Hallmark more than she do the Lifetime. Thank you, sis. High five to me knowing my sis. Tell me nothing. My sis said Hallmark is better, but they have more, but they have more colors. You colors or Lifetime. I watch Hallmark, but the Black Holiday movies are all Lifetime. Oh dear God. Not you colors. So let me give y'all a palate cleanser before I get to this next story, God. Y'all are silly. Y'all are so damn silly. Here's a palate cleanser. That's for my people who like a man with a little salt and pepper. There's a little salt and pepper shaker right there. That's a salt and pepper shaker right there. It's a good salt and pepper shaker right there for you. For those of y'all needs some salt with your pepper, there's a salt and pepper shaker right there. All right. All right, y'all good? Y'all good? All right. So let me see. Hey Kathy Smith, what's good? Wait, what really be said? Oh dear God. Oh yeah, she talked about them colors. You colors. Oh my God, is always giving white Sony pie. Ooh, y'all are horrible. Y'all are horrible. Ah, Jesus. Listen, E Starkey, I talked about that on my timeline on the Twitter. People playing with me. I can't even watch my hoes right now. We got to deal with these trash ass Christmas movies until the goddamn until my birthday. So listen, since we in the music industry now, let me go ahead and get this out the way now. Y'all's boy from across the pond just proves, like I told my mod squad, that Whitney Houston was wrong by telling us that she believed the children are our future. They are not our future. 21 Savage said that Nas is not relevant in today's music scene. I just feel like he got a loyal ass fan base. That's what this young man said out his mouth. And Twitter has been dragging him with reckless abandon. Listen, when Drake put out that garbage ass album he put out, all I was doing was waiting for King's Disease 3 to come out. That's all I was waiting for, Nas to put out King's Disease 3 so it could, I could get that horrible taste out of my mouth or whatever the fuck that was Drake put out. Because that was some trash, okay? Some real trash. But listen, you people over there across, isn't 21 Savage from across the pond over there in Great Britain English? Like, like, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Um, it, what he's saying is not the right. The adjective that he's using isn't the right adjective. Well, thank you so much, NK Universe. Thank you so much for your cash app. It's much obliged and much appreciated. But here's the deal. You can't say that Nas is not relevant and then follow that up or chase that with he has a loyal fan base. Then that establishes relevancy. What you can say is his music may not garner as many downloads or pop sales as it did when he was your age, 21 Savage. You can say, but saying that he's not relevant would be first of all, Nas is responsible for so many things in rap and hip hop that you and your peers look to and think are staples in your industry. Without him, it would you wouldn't even have a career. So you saying Nas is not relevant is like if Steph Curry said, "Oh, Michael Jordan's not relevant." Michael Jordan is always relevant because Michael Jordan is one of the greats that is probably the reason why you even knew there was a basketball for you to bounce. Nas is one of the reasons why. Nas is one of the real reasons, especially during the early to mid 90s, that rap music blew up to the point where it took over pop culture. You wouldn't even be able to have the career that you have. And let's be clear, you're from over there across the pond. You can't tell us anything that has relevancy because y'all don't have relevancy over there. Anything that's relevant over there, y'all get from us over here. Y'all borrow from us over here. Please be clear when it comes to music. Now we don't borrow some of y'all television shows, yes, but music, baby, we ain't borrowing from y'all. Y'all borrowing from us. Please be clear. We ain't going over there looking for y'all. Y'all might have a person or two that tries to mimic what they see over here to get relevancy of their own. But all relevancy that ain't you and ain't coming from where you came from, bruh. Let's just be very clear. Let's just be very clear. Which leads me to believe why y'all music is trash. Right now, we can put on Lil Nas music that was made, not Lil Nas X, I almost said Lil Nas X. We could play Nas music that was made before you were born, and it would still stand up and still be relevant 30 years later. Baby, we're not listening to what the hell you got going on 30 years later. We're not listening to what you got going on right now, 21 Savage, 30 years from now. I put money on that. I put money on that. I will put money right now that 30 years from now, we're not bumping to 21 Savage. And it's not going to stand up. In your wildest dreams, 21 Savage, you can't do today what Nas was doing 25 and 30 years ago. In your wildest dreams, you can't. In your wildest dreams and fantasies, you can't. Wait, let me see what Watermelon Sugar said. Read her last message. Wait, did I miss her last message? You got me working the while on the slide 34 fold and can't see. So, yeah, every once in a while, child. Well, Watermelon Sugar on Silly Saturday, I gave three women. We had women all up and down Silly Saturday. We sure did. Ask the people in the chat on Silly Saturday when we did palate cleanses. Did I not give y'all several women's is scantily clad, various stages of undress, so that everybody can cleanse their palate with a nice looking woman? Did I not do that? Ask the people in the chat. They could tell y'all. They could tell you. I'm an equal opportunity skank and whore. I'm equal opportunity. Watermelon Sugar say she listen in 30 minutes from now. Like, I give you we looked on Saturday. Remember on when we did Silly Saturday, our year in the year on Silly Saturday was 1986. Remember, even before I put the top 30 R&B songs, when we just did the top 15 songs according to Billboard that year, almost every single one of them songs held up. And this one just black music. That was just all of the top 15 songs. And then when we put the top 30 songs, R&B songs in 1986, and you had the likes of a Luther Vandross that didn't even make the top 30. He was number 32. Prince was like number 5 or 6 with Kiss. This is what we're talking about when we talk about music, just great music saturation, and the 21 Savages of the world fired out their mouths some of the most insane things. What are we talking about, 21 Savage? Please go back across the pond. Please. Baby, the way they are dragging that young man, baby, the way social media is dragging 21 Savage by the hairs of his chinny chin chin. I don't even know one 21 Savage song. I'm not saying that I haven't heard one because maybe I did. I just didn't know who he was. But I can't really name you one 21 Savage song. Bruh, even if you felt that way, you should have kept that to yourself. You could have kept that to yourself. I'm just saying. I might have even, I'm trying to think what I could have accepted you saying. Even if you, I might have even said, even understood if you said Nas isn't as popular as he was. Or if you would have said Nas ain't all that popular like he used to be back in the day, I might have even, although I would have argued you down still with that, but I might have could have even went with it. But you talk about Nas is not relevant. Go sit down somewhere. The children are not our future. Hey, Janae, the children are not our future. The only 21 I need in my life is blackjack at the casino. Thank you. God. I don't understand these kids. I really don't understand these kids. Where to go next? In other news that I'm just like, dear God above, y'all's girl is back in the news. I'm not gonna even accept him saying his new music. Either one really be because I don't have that much. Really be either one because I don't have that much. Either one really be because I don't have that much. Hold on, y'all. All right. So all right, so y'all's let me get a palate cleanser after that because y'all's boy 21 Savage and the Generation Zers of the world make me itch in places that should not itch, like my eyeballs itch and my earlobes itch. God, give me a palate cleanser or three. I need three palate cleansers after that. Dear Lord, give me some palate cleansers. 'Cause I'm not playing with y'all. You people, you people. God. So y'all girl is in the news. Who is y'all girl? Tiffany Haddish is in the news. Right, we don't tolerate. Listen, Illmatic. Listen, Ether is one of the top 10 songs of all time across any genre. Ether is still one of the greatest things that has ever been recorded in all of the annals of time. I don't care what genre of music you're talking about, it crosses genres, it crosses race, it crosses generations. Ether is still one of the most legendary tracks that has ever been laid down. Ever. Anyway, Tiffany Haddish is in the news, y'all's girl. So now she's over here praying for her haters. Let me read this prayer that she got, y'all, because they had to settle that whole thing with the kids and all of that stuff. Her and Aries Spears and whatnot. So here's a prayer that she put on her Instagram today. Here's the prayer. God help us. She put a picture of herself with some nappy finger waves, some blonde finger waves. Baby, I want you to let them finger waves go. But anyway, here's what she said, quote, "This is me happy to see how my God works. Some people said things to me, and God went ahead and showed me who they really are. Thank you for that, God. I know you got big things for me to do, and I can't have users and fleas on me. Wow. I can't have users and fleas on me while I am completing my assignment you gave to me. I love you, Father God. Oh, could you make sure that anyone who posts something negative on my page gets crazy diarrhea to where their booty hole hurts? I love you. Amen." Let me read them last two. Let me read that for you again, because this is y'all. Tracy, going on over there with my Tracy, you got 1,000 word essay. Stop playing with me. You ain't even got a 500 word. Tracy, going on over there. Tracy, go over there and start on my 1,000 word essay. Don't play with me. Roll it up in here late. Let me read this prayer for y'all again. Because the God that I serve, the God above that sits high and looks low, ain't paying no attention to this mess. I just want y'all to know. He has a whole lot of other things to be worried about than this level of fuck shit and tomfoolery. Let me read this prayer again. This is me happy to see how my God works. Some people said things to me, and God went ahead and showed me who they really are. Thank you for that, God. I know you got big things for me to do, and I can't have users and fleas on me while I am completing my assignment you gave to me. I love you, Father God. Oh, could you make sure that anyone who posts something negative on my page gets crazy diarrhea to where their booty hole hurts? I love you. Amen. What do y'all want me to do with that? Cause see, hey mom chip boo. Because see, what you're not gonna do is pray to my God and tell him to give people quote crazy diarrhea to where their booty hole hurts, end quote. Because where I come from, at no time in no alternate space, reality, and universe is these two words put in any prayer to God. Booty hole back to back. There isn't anything that I can think of you praying about where in succession, the two words that you're putting together in a prayer to the big man upstairs is booty hole. Where they do that at? Booty hole. Who God you praying to? Talk about you want people's booty holes to hurt. Ma'am, you're the one allegedly doing all types of inconceivable things or turning a blind eye when all types of inconceivable things are happening to children. And this is what the fuck you come out here with? After you allegedly are laying low, you thought this shit was gonna be funny? You thought we were here for this? Y'all's people, y'all's girls, y'all's girl, y'all's girl. Like, what are we doing here? Like, what are we doing here? I have prayed to God more times than I can think. And never in any parts of me praying did the words booty and or hole in succession ever go up as offerings to my deity. I'm just, what are we doing here? He absolutely has, but we weren't praying for him to do that. That's just God in his infinite wisdom deciding, yeah, you finna get violent diarrhea. Now, if God in his infinite wisdom decides that you're gonna get violent projectile style diarrhea, baby, that's between you and God. But in my prayers, if I am praying to him for him to do horrible things to you, he may turn around and say, that ain't you don't even know what plan I had. That could have been in the plan for me to have them do that to you anyway. Why are you cursing them and asking me? Let me do my job and you sit down there and do what I told you to do. I ain't tell you to sit down here and be praying to me for people to have violent diarrhea. Sit down. Matter of fact, you clearly ain't learned your lesson. Go ahead and sit down for a few more years. Because clearly that wasn't part of his assignment. That was not a part of his assignment. You praying to him for people to get, quote, crazy diarrhea to where their booty hole hurts. This what we doing? I'm not doing this with y'all. I'm not doing this with nappy headed ass Tiffany Haddish. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this with her. Her nappy blonde finger waves and all it. Go crawl up in the corner somewhere and don't come back. We do not need you. Your services are no longer needed. Thank you for coming. Please drive safely. I'm not doing this with you, Xavier. I'm not doing this with you, Xavier. God, you're mad because people had bad things to say because you turned a blind eye where horrific things were happening to children. And you mad with us. Like we're the ones who did wrong. No, bitch, you're the ones who did wrong, not us. What the fuck is wrong with people? What is wrong with people? This is what y'all got going on. You could have stayed wherever the fuck you was. No, we don't even want her to leave with a to-go plate. Matter of fact, baby, put that plate down. You can go on home. Don't no, you ain't getting no to-go plate. Baby, you can go on home. You won't be getting no to-go plates over here. She's not nappy. She's a bald-headed demon. Like, what? How are you looking for people to try and re-ingratiate themselves with you? First of all, what you were accused of doing is one of the worst things that any of us can imagine you doing, which is doing things to harm children. There's not a whole lot of things that are worse than that, or even turning a blind eye to that. And then you come up here with your fuck shit talking about anybody who had anything negative to say should get crazy diarrhea to where their booty hole hurts. You see, this is how you got your ass in trouble to begin with. Over here, worried about people's booty holes. If you I don't know what just happened, y'all. See, her little prayers with the booty holes is shutting me off my own goddamn life. This is a mess. Lord, that's my cue that I need to get up off this because it's all we going to hell in a handbasket. Hell in a handbasket because this woman is praying for diarrhea in people's booty holes. Let me get the hell off. Palate cleanser because she about to send us to the 8th level of hell. She's about to send us to the goddamn 8th level of hell. I'm not doing this. Nope. I need a palate cleanser because this is what y'all got going on. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. I'm not doing this with y'all. I'm not doing this with y'all. Dealing with that woman and her level brand of fuckery. God. I think I got 2 of him. Yeah, I likes him. I got 2 of him. Get another one of you. All right, we won't got that many stories left, ladies and gentlemen, and non-binary gender-conforming members of our audience. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, y'all know I can't play the song anymore because I got. Did I tell you I got a copyright claim for Silly Saturday again because of the stupid song that came on when we did Madonna? When we played the Madonna Instagram thing and that song came on, they gave me a whole nother copyright claim. YouTube don't want to let me live. They don't want to let me live. Dear God of mercy. Anyway, but ladies and gentlemen, non-gender conforming members of our audience, it is now time for our favorite segment of the program. It is time for our sugar spike, sugar spike, sugar, 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 sugar spike, sugar spike, sugar spike, sugar, 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 sugar spike, sugar spike, sugar spike, sugar, 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 sugar spike, sugar spike, sugar spike, sugar, 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 sugar spike.
Holy Ghost will tell you, don't wait on the church. You can win it. He called my mama shy. Jesus. I wish somebody help me.
Jesus. It's time for our sugar spike moment. So, no, that wasn't no Elijah Wild, dear God. So, I have this story that involves a rapper and producer, and whatnot. So, a teacher in Texas, because it's always in one of these states, right. Damn haters stopped us with our taste of biscuits. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste the honey sauce. Taste the goodness. Taste the goodness of the honey sauce. Get none of your honey sauce on me. I don't like the way it mixes with my chicken wings. Take me out, moose. Dum, 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 dum. Taste the biscuits. There we go. Anyway, so a teacher in Pflugerville, Texas, which is a suburb of Austin, Texas, finds himself put on leave after saying his race is superior. He is a white teacher, I should say that. The students at Bowles Middle School in Pflugerville, Texas, got caught up in a heated discussion about racism when their teacher said he believes that white people are superior. And that's according to KVUE News. A video of his little speech was posted online, and he's since been put on administrative leave. Here's what he said on the recording. Quote, "Deep down in my heart, I am ethnocentric, which means I think my race is the superior one." End quote. He had allegedly directed his comment to two black students who both sat in utter disbelief of what just came out of the white man's mouth. Other students in the background were heard gasping and awkwardly laughing. Then some students challenged him to be honest about what his ethnocentrism really implied. One student was heard saying, quote, "Wait, so you said you are what? You are racist?" The teacher responded by saying, quote, "I did, if I'm going to be honest." He then went on to say he thinks everybody is racist at some level. The school put out a response, but baby, at that point it was too late. It was nothing you could do. Now, one of the students in the class was the son of rapper producer Southside. I don't know who any of these people are. Some rapper producer young man named Southside. I don't know who he is, but his son was in the class. His son's name is Mello. And his son was one of the students that spoke up, challenging the teacher on what he said. Listen, Xavier, I know that's not how ethnocentrism works. And the sad part is he's teaching our children to just help me understand. He's actually responsible for the education of our children. I told y'all the children are not our future. All this, I believe the children are our future. Nope. Nope. Here's what the Southside guy said. The Southside rapper producer guy says, quote, "Legally, my son wants an education and he is being denied. This shit is sad. This is in Austin, Texas. This hurts my heart to see. I'm so angry. I'm at a loss for words, but I will stand up for my child and the other Black and Spanish kings and queens in this video." End quote. Oh, you think that's Young Miami's baby daddy? Oh, okay. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. I mean, why are we surprised? And this is in Austin, Texas, which is one of the more liberal and bluer parts of Texas. So I told you Pflugerville is a suburb of Austin. So, like I said, racism exists in every corner, crevice, and every part of this nation. It is interwoven into the fabric of what makes this country what and who it is. There's no getting away from it. I don't care how liberal or woke or whatever adjective you want to attach to your area is, it's still there. So just a mess. Just a damn mess. I don't know. Anyway, but yes. So I don't know what y'all talk about in the chat. I have no idea what y'all talk about in the chat. Listen, I have the side show over here. Over here, y'all have the real show going on over here in the chat. I'm just the side show over here. I'm just the side show. I don't know what y'all be having going on over there. Y'all be having a whole lot going on. In other, give you a little bit of politics, just a little bit, not a whole lot of it, but just a little bit. Not a lot of it, but just a little bit. A little bit of politics for you people. So we know that the Senate, the Democrats have kept control of the Senate. It's looking like the Republicans, like I said last Tuesday, as I stated, the Republicans look like they're going to eke out a majority in the House of Representatives. There does look to be some challengers to both Mike McCarthy as Speaker of the House and to Mitch McConnell as Senate Minority Leader. I'm hearing more and more that they're trying to get Rick Scott to run against Mitch McConnell as Senate Minority Leader. So we'll see how that goes. And we still have that race in Georgia, which could give the Dems 51, which could negate Joe Manchin or Kirsten Sinema whenever they need. And then you wouldn't have to go to the Vice President Harris to be the deciding vote on some measures and things. But we know if Republicans get the House, no major legislation is going to happen. No major legislation is coming out of Washington over the next 2 years. I'm just letting you know that now. It's not. Not if the Republicans take the House, which it looks like they are. But here are some things, as I've had my radar open, here are some of the things that this lame duck Congress is trying to shove down the pipeline before January when the new Congress member, when the new Congress is sworn in. The I can't even read the comment, little baby, because I'm laughing so hard. Oh God. I'm not playing with you, little baby. I'm not playing with you. Oh God, not ridiculous. I can't even get through what I'm trying to get. Oh God. Here are some of the things that the liberal Congress is trying to get through now. They do currently have control of the House and the Senate until January when the new Congress is sworn in. So this is the lame duck Congress. Nevertheless, they're going to try to get some stuff through. Do I think it's going to get through the Senate? It might get through the House. It ain't getting through nobody's Senate. I'm telling you, because the Senate right now is still 50-50, and you need to break the filibuster in order to get major legislation through. And now here's some of the things that they want to get through. How did I lose my place? Where did I lose my place? Damn it. Damn it. I know it off the top of my head because I lost my freaking place. I hate when this happens. Anyway, some of the things that they want to do. They want to They want to pass. Oh, here it is. I found it. They want to pass legislation that sets up Biden's agenda and authorizing a lot of the funding for his agenda, meaning defense spending and other things like that. They want to pass that through. They want to pass. They want to pass referendums and legislation to finance the government so that we don't have another government shutdown before the end of the year. They want to get all of that through. Another thing that they're trying to, and the third thing that they're trying to shove through before the new Congress comes in, they want to shove through same-sex marriage to codify same-sex marriage. So not if, but when the Supreme Court tries to vote down the decision, the precedent that the Supreme Court had already set on same-sex marriage, the Supreme Court can vote that down, and then same-sex marriage won't be legal anymore. So what the legislature is trying to do is they're trying to get same-sex marriage codified through legislation before this the new Congress comes in. But here's my thing: if y'all can't codify Roe v. Wade, you really think you're gonna find 10 senators in this current Senate that's gonna vote to codify same-sex marriage, and you can't get that for Roe v. Wade? Like, y'all are dreaming. Well, those are some of the things that they're trying to get done. We'll see. We'll see. Well, some of that, I feel like the first two is probably going to get done. Biden's agenda and the funding for his agenda will get through. Why? Because they're going to attach defense spending on there, and any monies for the Department of Defense, they can come together and vote on that. They can spend billions and trillions of dollars on defense without blinking an eye, but they can't spend no money so people can have clean drinking water in freaking Mississippi. They'll have no smoke for student loans, which, by the way, they shut down the website because we have a judge that said this shit ain't legal. They're also going to vote to fund the government so that we don't have a government shutdown. They're going to make sure that we don't have a government shut. They always coalesce around stopping a government shutdown. Even when it does get shut down, it happens for a few days, maybe a week or two. And then after that, I think the longest we went through a government shutdown was back in the late 90s. And that was horrific. I remember that. But I don't see this Congress having, I don't see the current members of Congress on either side having the testicular or intestinal fortitude with which to allow the government to be shut down for weeks and weeks at a time. So, right. I mean, if it's so, I'm with you. If it's okay to attack Paul Pelosi, then all bets are off. I mean, everybody can get something. We got, hell, y'all was getting ready to kill the vice president and the Speaker of the House back on January 6th. So, but y'all see how fast they passed that law because people wrote messages in sidewalk chalk outside of Amy Coney Barrett's house and Neil Gorsuch and Justice Kavanaugh's house, and they bipartisanly passed laws to make it a felony for you to even put sidewalk chalk on the sidewalk, public property outside these people's houses. A mess. So Diva One, the way this country is going, the chances of that happening are slim and none, and Slim is on life support. I just don't see right now with the state of our Congress there being an amendment to codify Roe v. Wade or LGBTQ rights. I don't see it. And I know that sounds pessimistic, gloom and doom, but I just don't see it with where we are with this in our country and with our legislature. We still can't get them to agree to get rid of the filibuster. We still haven't gotten the president to give a full throated support behind ending the filibuster. He's still not okay with packing the Supreme Court. And if you ain't looking to pack the Supreme Court or get rid of the filibuster, then you ain't trying to really play ball. You're trying to do fuck shit like executive orders, which by the stroke of a pen of the next president can no longer be, the law of the land. Just a mess. A damn mess. Right. We can't even get the John Lewis bill. We can't get the George Floyd bill. We can't get voted right. The John Lewis voting rights bill passed. We can't get the George Floyd criminal justice reform bill, police reform, law enforcement. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Criminal justice reform bill passed. We can't get none of that passed. So we damn sure ain't gonna get no codification of Roe v. Wade. We damn sure ain't gonna get no codification of same-sex marriage, and we damn sure are gonna have no protection of LGBTQ rights. Hell, this administration don't even protect the rights of immigrants anymore. There have been more immigrants put out of this country and deported under this current Democratic administration than there was during the previous administration under Cheeto Man, where he called their countries shitholes. I'm just giving you the facts of the matter. The man who called these people's countries shitholes has deported less immigrants. The man who was putting people's children in cages like dogs and animals deported less immigrants and put less people out of this country than our current administration. And that's a fact. And this current administration only been in 2 years. I'm just saying. Our last story of the day, I'm sure some of you all, well, let me get a palate cleanse before we do this last story, because I'm about to get up out of here. Really Beats going live at 6:30, so let me hurry up and do this last story so we can get up out of here. Let me give y'all some more time on them. There you go. Let me pull up this story. All right. There's another palate cleanser. All right. So some of you all have heard about the story of the 3 football players that were killed in at the University of Virginia in Charlottesville. I did get some dig and get some information, so I do want to give that information to you as I have it. So University of Virginia Chief of Police Tim Longo said Christopher Darnell Jones, who is the suspect at this time, quote, came to the attention of the University of Virginia's threat assessment team in the fall of 2022. In fact, in September of 2022, our Office of Student Affairs reported to the multidisciplinary threat assessment team they received information that Mr. Jones had made a comment about possessing a gun to a person who was unaffiliated with the university. According to the police chief, Jones had also come to the attention of the threat assessment team, quote, because he was involved in a hazing investigation of some sort. I don't know the facts and circumstances of that investigation, I know that it was eventually closed due to witnesses that would not cooperate with the process. End quote. The police chief went on to say, but through the course of the threat assessment team's investigation, we learned of a prior criminal incident involving a concealed weapon violation that occurred outside of the city of Charlottesville in February of 2021, where Jones was required to report that arrest, and he never did. So the university took appropriate administrative charges through the university's judicial council, and the matter is still pending adjudication. And all of this is things that were already that the suspect had already had on his record, that he was already, they already had him on the radar. They already knew that he had the propensity to do this. He was the assailant, who is Christopher Darnell Jones. He was a member of the football team. And according to the football team, they said that he did not appear in any games for the University of Virginia, although he was on the roster in 2018. His bio says that he was a high achieving high school student, both on the field and off. He was 5'9", 195 pounds as a freshman. Now, for those people who don't know what I'm talking about, there was a shooting at the University of Virginia last night around 10:30. Members of the football team and were coming back from a trip, and they were on the bus where where Christopher Darnell Jones Jr. came on the bus and began shooting. He shot and killed. He fatally killed 3 football players and wounded 2 others. One of the 2 that's in the hospital is in stable condition. The other is in critical condition at this time. The 3 that were fatally wounded were junior wide receiver Lavelle Davis Jr. of Dorchester, South Carolina, junior wide receiver Devin Chandler of Huntersville, North Carolina, and junior defensive end linebacker Deshaun Perry of Miami. The suspect is in custody. And that's pretty much all of the details that we have thus far. A lot of people are looking. I wanted to give you that other information first because a lot of people are looking into the information surrounding the hazing investigation that he has. They're not sure. The details haven't come out yet. We're not sure if it's hazing involving the football team itself or if it was hazing involving a fraternity or something like that. All of that information is coming to light because that does look like it's one of the motives behind what happened. So information and details is coming out. All of the people that were killed were Black young men. The suspect is a Black young man, and information is still coming out of Charlottesville. Our prayers and condolences absolutely go to the family of those victims. I've seen a lot about Deshaun Perry in my own personal timelines because he's from Miami. He went to, I believe, I think he went to Ransom Everglades, I believe it was, in Miami. But he went to a private preparatory school. He didn't go to one of the public schools. He went to a preparatory private school in Miami. Anyway, but more information is forthcoming. Our thoughts, prayers, and condolences certainly to the families of those individuals who passed, as well as the families of the ones who are still in the hospital. This is definitely a tragedy. My thing is, if y'all had all of these details on this young man, and y'all had all of this information, why did y'all put no move? Like, if y'all had all of this information on it, y'all telling us y'all had this information now is a moot point. It's way too late, and a lot could have been done to save that so that these people didn't have to lose their lives. I'd rather you have him in, in custody and these people not lose their lives than have people that now have to bury their children. You have families have to bury their loved ones right now. And it looks like this could have been prevented had you all moved in on some of this stuff. But like I said, more information is coming out. Yeah, I really want to unpack this, but I can't. I don't have the time right now because I know Rudy B is getting ready to go live, so I don't have the time to unpack this like I want to because I really want to unpack this. But be that as it may, we're here. That's all we got for now. Let me give you one more palette cleanser before we go out the door. This is our last palette cleanser for today. Hey, boo. Y'all put some Shondos in the chat before we get out of here. Put some Shondos in the chat before we get out of here. All right, y'all. Yeah, we about to get up out of here, y'all. I thank y'all for being here, rocking with me. As I always say, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They are much obliged and much appreciated. If you want to donate to the snack fund, it's always here. You can donate to me. If you need to send me any information messages, or a lot of y'all like to send me stories and send me things that I can use for my lives. All of my socials are up here. And ways that you can contribute to the channel is here. Please like the video on your way out, share it out, and all of those good things. I thank you all so much. Y'all could have been a whole lot of other places, but you decided to be here with me, and I'm so appreciative for it. That's all I got for y'all today. Until next time, I'm gonna try and go live again tomorrow if I can. But that's all I got for y'all until next time. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. We out of here.